Murderers ladder matches, gold dust and the NWO colours. Oh my.
Woo!
Aye, Monday Night Raw, 27th of May. 2002 review, and we kick off the show. We're in Alberta, Ontario,
Alberto.
Edmonton, or wherever the fuck it is.
Some shithole in Canada.
The Benoit originates from. So the murderer himself comes out. I'm thinking, is he a Raw guy? No, he's a dead guy. No, he's actually a SmackDown guy, but he's technically a free agent at the minute, even though it makes no sense. Because apparently, because he's inactive, he can appear where he wants, but why is he back if he's inactive? Because the whole gimmick of him being back because he's back for injury.
No, he's just here because he wants to.
Aye, but then McMahon on SmackDown saying, why can he do that?
Yeah, well, we're not here to talk about SmackDown, we're here to talk about Raw.
Aye, but that contradicts what Benoit's going for.
Aye, well, we didn't know this at the time.
And then it turns out he's working with Flair. Anyway.
Hold on, fucking spoiler alert much?
Spoiler alert. Anyway, right. He comes out, he cuts
Well, another spoiler, he's dead.
He fucking looks dead. Anyway, right, he comes out, he cuts a mediocre promo. It wasn't that
Kevin
good.
Sullivan.
It wasn't that good.
Nah, I mean, but Benoit's never been a promo guy, so we can
we
forgive
can
him.
forgive him. It was alright. Right? Out comes Guerrero, starts burying him, says, I did what you couldn't, essay.
I was always the better member of the Radicals, essay.
There was only two
You
of
got
us.
no Latino heat, essay.
I got rid of that bald bastard Austin, essay, with some
I
tequila.
got the IC championship, essay. I will also be first to die, essay. I'll beat you to that too.
I will outdef you by 2 years, essay.
Benoit then looks like he steps up. Are we going to have a fight? No, we're not. Cause, woo, down, Ric Flair makes his way down to the ring,
Maybe depressed, but you know what? He announces a pretty good match.
and he does a ladder match tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. What was already announced, wasn't it?
I know, but he's...
He confirms it, whatever.
Aye, you know what I mean.
And so he comes with security, and security escort Benoit out of the ring.
He says, unless you got a ticket, fuck off, buddy.
Guerrero acting a tough man, knowing that Benoit does not have a ticket. Although he will have a ticket to hell in about 6 years. He's on the highway to hell.
Next up, though, we have...
Five and a bit, actually.
Aye, but you know what? It was a unique way to kick off Raw.
You know, it's cool to see Benoit back. I actually forgot he existed. It's mad how long he's been out. Legit been out about almost a year.
Yep.
Maybe even longer than a year. No, about a year.
We've seen him on WWF New York, but it's not the same.
Could it be that memorable? Because I don't remember it.
It wasn't. Shawn Michaels even appeared on that.
Anyway, that was a decent opening to Raw. Nice to see Benoit. And I was going to say it was nice to see a kind of fresh opening to Raw, but then fucking Flair comes in and it's like, I've seen this opening before.
It felt ruthless aggression, and then Flair came out and just dragged it into fucking WCW pish.
Up next, we have Trish Stratus teaming up with Molly Holly.
No, she teamed up with Spike Dudley.
So she is actually.
To take on the team of Molly and William Regal, who backstage have a wee segment which was brilliant because William Regal calls Spike Dudley that pervert. Oh, don't you worry about him, Molly, my dear.
He won't get past
I'm going to knock that peasant out.
Yes.
Fucking brilliant. He should have been
Make him champ. Fuck it. I might have to start a Total Extreme Wrestling series so I can put the belt on him. I might have to do it. I might have to do it.
Make him a 17-time world champion.
But then here's one reason why he shouldn't be champ, because he lost to the team of Trish Stratus and Spike Dudley, albeit he never took the pinfall.
He was pissed at Molly.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy, so then he put his hands in his trunks and he gave her a present, and it was the brass knucks. Then she knocked Trish in the back of the head with the brass knucks, and then Spike got thrown out the ring like a big bag of shit. Well, a wee bag of shit, actually.
Yeah,
there's nothing big about Spike Dudley.
He's not that
big. And Molly and William Regal then left. Backstage, got
White Sox,
Stevie Richards is giving an update on Jazz. She's not here. Jacqueline appears.
You wish you could be as good as Jacqueline.
Wants to challenge him for the belt. She does challenge him. And we have a hardcore title match. And then two guys
we thought were dead.
I legit thought were dead. Big Boss Man was one of them, and I think Crash Holly was the other.
No, Sean Stasiak. We didn't think he was dead, you just didn't know where the fuck he was.
Was Crash Holly no?
I'm pretty sure Holly, Stasiak, and Bossman were there. No, because it was Stasiak, and we were like...
Oh, Planet Stasiak.
Where's he been?
The 10th planet.
And then I'm pretty sure... No, I don't think Crash Holly was there.
Was he not?
No, because we were like, we go to, no, we said it was Stacey. Where's he been? We thought he was dead. And then Bosma shows up.
And we legit thought he was dead, so.
Yeah.
And then fucking Terry ends up getting the pinfall on Stevie Richards. But Stevie Richards gets up, does a schoolboy or a schoolgirl on Terry Richards, and King's almost having a heart attack because you can see her undies underneath her dress, and King's pure marking out as if he's won the Undisputed Championship. And Stevie Richards somehow escapes this mayhem with his title belt. I mean, compare this to the 24/7 title. I mean, it's night and day.
And it's fucking Jobber City. Like, I mean, there's no one fucking special here.
You tell me the 24/7 title shit in Jobber City.
I know, but this is great.
I know. But yeah. Then up next, we have Kevin Nash promising a rebirth of the NWO. Makes it pretty simple. He says all the NWO have got matches tonight. Win, and you're in. Lose, and you are out.
They all lost. Is the rebirth done?
Big Show doesn't seem too happy about that. Kevin Nash says, "Is that alright with you, big man?" Then he backs down, and Booker says he wants something done about his intro music. He needs more of a beat. He can't really jive to the NWO Black stuff. Then
At this point, Booker T fucked up.
Kevin Nash says, "Worry about winning your match, and then we'll see about your entrance music." So up next, we have Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, the Hardy Boys, teaming up to take on X-Pac and Booker T.
Yep.
Booker T kind of in control. Looks like he's got the match won. X-Pac quickly tags himself in and gets the pinfall victory over the Hardys. Booker T doesn't seem happy.
Celebrates with his own music.
Is celebrating though. They actually made their way out to Booker T's music, which I thought was weird. Yeah, X-Pac came out with Booker T to Booker T's music. Bit weird in my opinion. But yeah, Booker T didn't seem happy.
I was expecting Booker T remix for the NWO and we didn't get it.
I know, I think it would have sounded pretty good.
Can you dig it? Sucker.
Yeah, so there you go. And I guess Booker T and X-Pac are in.
Yep. Next up, Paul Heyman on the hunt backstage for Trish Stratus. He about to peek in the medical room, but out comes Big Bubba Ray.
And Paul Heyman literally
Who was
shot
looking
himself.
for John Moxley? He wasn't looking for Paul Heyman. And then, yes, Paul Heyman's arse collapses, and then, I don't know, Bubba Ray, like, he starts throwing through doors as if they weren't supposed to open. And then he finally just has enough and fucking gets him up against the door.
Yep, he says that he better go and get his boy Brock Lesnar ready. So, two ECW originals here. Then we move on to the next segment, also featuring an ECW original.
Tommy Dreamer, I'm not a normal guy.
Comes out, says he's a normal guy, gets into the crowd, makes some guy drop his hot dog on the floor, then picks it up and asks him, does he want it? The guy's like, of course not. And Tommy Dreamer starts eating it.
And then some other guy starts eating it.
Yeah, and Tommy Dreamer saying he'll pretty much do anything. And then, dead man walking.
You gone and made a big mistake.
I think Tommy Dreamer made a big mistake here.
Yep, Taker gets into the ring, tells Dreamer take it out his ring. He's had his 10 minutes of fame here on the Undertaker show. But then he starts talking all pally did Tommy Dreamer, and then he says you can do one more disgusting thing because the people like it. And he tells him to drink my tobacco spit. And does he drink his tobacco spit?
No, he doesn't want to, but he's kind of forced into it.
And then you may think, oh, it's probably not tobacco spit, but then Taker actually spits all the
big
tobacco.
Black fucking...
And then Dreamer actually drinks all it, and it's fucking bogging.
But before he can finish the last wee tiny bit, he gets punched in the face. Then Undertaker goes on to batter Tommy Dreamer, wraps a chair around his neck, throws him into the ring post, and
And leaves him bloody.
That was probably no as bad as drinking the tobacco spit. So there you go, Tommy Dreamer. We could definitely say he's an extremist, because to drink that, you'd need to be. Then we go backstage, Paul Heyman giving a pep talk to Brock Lesnar. Tells him how he needs to go out and kick Bubba Ray's ass. Tells him how Bubba Ray, he still owes Bubba Ray money for ECW and he needs Bubba Ray to die tonight so his debts are paid off. Because he hasn't got the money to pay Bubba.
And that's the fucking bottom line. But next up we have Brock Lesnar against Big Bubba Ray, and I thought it was a pretty good match.
Good match. Bubba Ray getting a lot of offense in here. Two big guys going at it. And thought Bubba Ray looked pretty good here.
Aye, a big physical match. Bubba Ray, even though Brock's won every match, he hasn't particularly been the strongest fucking everyone. like especially the people that want to make strong, they have, and Bubba Ray looks strong in defeat here because they are.
Well, I think we need to remember Bubba Ray is probably in the top 5 babyfaces on Raw.
Yeah, and like Bradshaw was getting pushed for a while, not really much now. I don't know who the fuck Bradshaw is.
Later on in the show, we'll find out about Bradshaw. But
he can't get jobbed out.
But yeah, no, Bubba Ray, physical match.
I'll tell you what about Raw up to this point. Not one bad segment.
Nope. And then Brock Lesnar obviously manages. It looks like Brock Lesnar's beat at 1 minute. Bubba Ray's kicking his ass, but Paul Heyman distracts the referee. Means Bubba Ray chased him around the ringside. He's about to beat the shit out of Paul Heyman, but Brock Lesnar saves the day, hits the F5 on Bubba Ray, and he gets the pinfall victory. So good match, but Bubba Ray looks strong. Damn
right. Next up, we've got Coachman. He's waiting for Stone Cold. JR said that Stone Cold's going to be here, even though there's a family emergency to Deborah. But he walked outside, and who's outside? Raven.
This was weird. Raven said so much without saying anything.
No, but there'll never be another Raven, and that's what I like about Raven. He's a weird bastard, but what he says, I think, makes total sense to him, but not to us, and I like it.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't like his podcast, or maybe he would, I don't know.
If you fucking Raven. Say the Raven, nevermore. But he basically mumbo jumbos a lot of pish about Austin. He might appear, but he might not appear. The emergency's not Deborah, it's actually Austin. He's having a bit of a crisis, but who knows?
I can help him.
I can help him.
The Raven effect.
Stephen, I'm at the fucking arena, Steve. You can help me.
But, meanwhile, Steve Austin doesn't know who fucking Raven is.
But this is a great fucking promo.
It is, I have no idea what he means or what he's saying or where he's going, but it's fucking great.
This is how you utilise someone who's not fucking having a match.
I mean, you talk about a guy that can, and it's not like, oh, hey, I'm Patrick Kelly. I'm standing by backstage. Please welcome. I mean, no, I mean it's not. It's Coachman looking for Austin, and it's like Pokemon. He just finds a wild Raven lying about. You know what I mean?
And he's asking, have you seen Austin? Have you seen the guy that matters? Not you.
And then Raven goes on to his own thing. I mean, it's organic. See now, guaranteed. It would be your shitey backstage commentator. The camera would be panned on their face and he goes, please welcome my guest. And then the camera would pan out and the guest would be, fuck me.
Pish.
Where did they go so bad? I mean, I know the roster's shite in 2022, right? And I'm not saying that you'd get great shows, but if they just changed minor things, it would make the shows a lot more bearable.
Exactly. But they can't even be asked in that.
But yeah.
Because they're pish, but... Talking about things that maybe are a bit pish. Big Show against Bradshaw. I didn't really like this.
Nah, this was probably the first. If we were doing ups and downs, this was probably the first thing I give a down. Bradshaw, who since the brand split has been booked pretty well, been booked as like not a dominant force, but he's been one of the main guys on Raw.
Big Show just beats him here.
Yeah, like, Big Show kind of beats him pretty easily.
Like 2 minutes. It's fucking.
Yeah.
Literally like 2 minutes.
Didn't even cheat or anything or get lucky or kind of just beat Bradshaw just like that. So not too sure what's happening with Bradshaw, but Big Show wins and it looks like he's staying in the NWO.
Yep. Next up though we have X-Pac and Booker T celebrating their victory and also kind of Big Shows at the same time. And
then Goldust walks in. He's got the black and white face paint on. He's wearing the NWO shirt. Goldust says it's his time now to be in the NWO. X-Pac tells him to
no, he wasn't. He was in the bathtub, was he not?
Was he?
He was in the bathtub. That was last week he did that pish. Sure. Right.
No, Kit and X-Pac's like, I'm going to tell him you're in the...
Was it? Maybe it was. I think you're right, aye. So why was he in the bathtub?
Earlier when Kevin Nash was telling him about winning the match.
Aye, it was. That was it.
Oh, we didn't even mention that. So earlier when Kevin Nash is giving them the pep talk and saying if you lose, you're out, and if you win, you're in. Goldust is like in the background that he's peeking out the bath like a pure nonsense shit.
Aye.
And obviously he heard that here because he's turned up, he's wearing the NWO colours. X-Pac tells him to take that shit off, and he's telling Nash, X-Pac like a fucking, grass, a tout's out. X-Pac out the NWO.
X-Pac.
Booker T kind of just tells X-Pac to let it go. Goldust is only having a bit of fun. And X-Pac goes, nah, I'm going to go and tell Nash. Then we move on to the Tough Enough building. We're in New York here.
I'll snow percent in this crock of shite.
No idea who the two guys are. Never seen them before, but I'm pretty sure the two women were Jackie Gaeta and Shaniqua.
Shaniqua absolutely destroyed her like 1 second.
Yeah, no, I think you could have guessed that looking at them. Like,
But the men's is closer, but you're big
But
man.
I tell you, I don't know who these men are.
No.
I don't think they ever. I know the two winners actually have a match on Raw soon, and it's not good. But I don't think
the two women.
No, a man and a woman. I think Jackie Gator wins it, and one of the guys. They have a mixed tag match on Raw. It's not good.
They team up
Yes, team up.
against.
Trish and BUBBA. It's not good.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah,
I'm
so.
scared actually thinking of it.
But apart from that, I don't think I ever see any of these two guys on WWE television.
No, I don't think we do.
Don't think they make it.
I mean,
Whereas,
maybe they're like a fucking security thing. Like
that's a bit
pitch.
scary. They don't get a Maven push.
No.
Let's put it that way. They don't get a Maven push.
Next up, though, Rob Van Dam being interviewed about his ladder match says he's gonna Rob Van Dam it.
Going to become the new Intercontinental Champion. No one gets higher than RVD.
Next up, though, Jonathan Coachman still waiting on Stone Cold. Raven's pissed off back to wherever fucking flock he's came from. But then he sees a black pickup truck arriving,
He
man.
gets excited.
Everyone's marking it. And who is it? It's the fake Howard.
Finkel.
Oh, Coachman, you're not gonna believe what happened to me.
My truck broke down.
I
My
was-
transport died.
I went in the wrong direction
And
for
Coachman's just
hours.
Coachman's just giving up on life at this
Yeah,
stage
he's
because
like, fuck it, Austin's not showing.
he takes off to the back.
And then I think the real reason why he was giving up, because up next, Crash
As a
Holly.
man that we thought was dead.
Yes, Crash Holly taking on
Versus Goldust, a man whose dad treated him like he was dead for 20 years.
NWO Dust. And Goldust beats him pretty quickly. No surprise there.
Then Nash comes out, you think he's going to whip Goldust's ass, but Goldust ain't dumb enough to stick around, he slides at the
He hits a
ring.
big boot to Holly. As if he couldn't be arsed hitting a fucking jackknife.
Yeah, when it took much for Nash to lift him up, surely.
I know, as if he couldn't be arsed.
Probably would have been harder for him to lift his leg up.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
But yeah, then Nash leaves Crash Holly lying out, and Goldust is giving the whole thumbs up thing of the NWO sign, and
Too sweet.
too sweet, and maybe Goldust is the newest member of the NWO.
Bow, 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 bow. Well, yo, Nash did say if you won your match in
You're in.
Goldust, although I think his match was a wee bit easier than most other people's. Like, you know.
Technically, Stevie Richards won his match against.
Aye, but Goldust was in the NWO locker room.
Exactly, Stevie Richards, wasn't he? So technically,
He's a champion. He doesn't need to be surrounded with the NWO.
Goldust is in.
That's it.
I'm going to go and edit Wikipedia and edit it. I think Goldust is in.
I think Goldust was in a lot. Right, next up, Guerrero backstage with Ric Flair talking about his match. He's got concerns. But Ric Flair says, "You don't have any concerns, champ." Sends him on his way.
You're Eddie Guerrero. You're
Latino
Latino Heat.
And I'm a flabby old man who's past it.
To be fair, there wasn't much Ric Flair on this show.
No, and I like that.
I think that's what was kind of good about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got him at the start, you got him at the end, but in between it was like a Ric Flairless show, which works for me.
Next up, we have match of the night, obviously.
Main event time.
It's Guerrero Van Dam ladder match. If it wasn't match of the night, it must be a decent show. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't help them. The ladder does. They break it and it buckles. And
Yeah, they
it's
break the
uneven.
ladder, and it appears they don't have many ladders. I think they only had 2.
Yeah, and they
And they
basically
broke both of them.
Yeah,
So,
fucking mess.
Eddie Guerrero hit a nice flying senton-like maneuver off the top of the ladder, kind of landed full body and
Monkey
RVD.
flips,
Almost killed him. Monkey flips into the ladder.
springboard moonsault hangs on
Lots
the
of
ladder.
moves. Benoit ends up making his way down the crowd halfway through the
He's
match.
got a ticket.
He's got a ticket, so Ric Flair can't get rid of him now.
Also a fan with a ticket jumps the barricade, pushes Guerrero, who lands on his feet. Guerrero starts battering the fan, boots him, punches
Decks him and the fan.
I'm pretty sure he sparked him out.
Aye,
That's what King
he
said.
He punched him and the fan hit the fucking deck like so.
And he booted him out.
Aye, just
Great.
like,
That's how you do it.
like Nash.
You don't do what Seth
like,
Rollins
no.
does and fucking brick it.
And then go on a podcast and you're terrified.
Whose podcast? Is that Chris Sanfleet or
I don't know, but he should never see anything about it. He should never be fucking getting a title shot again. That's
I know.
McMahon think. McMahon's lost it. See, back in the day, sure they're on about if you went to bars and you lost a fight, you got sacked.
Exactly, this guy's fucking losing on national
In
TV.
Ric Flair's day, if you got into a fight in a bar, you had to win it, or else you were.
I think Ric Flair would have got sacked. Like, he didn't fucking drink enough to get into a fight. Whoa, it's going over, it's on the wall.
Shots over the shoulder. RVD wins. I mean, for me, this is probably the best single one-on-one ladder match I think we've seen that wasn't on a pay-per-view.
Oh,
Would
I.
you agree with that?
I'm trying to think of other ones. I mean, the Jeff Hardy Taker one coming up's pretty good.
I guess we'll.
And there's no fan ruining it. Wasn't he Benoit?
RVD, Sabu was no bad.
That was, wasn't
RVD Big Show was actually decent considering that was a ladder match actually. Don't know, might be the best one.
But anyway,
RVD gets the win.
he's celebrating.
And then Austin comes out because Eddie Guerrero attacks RVD.
But Ric Flair said the Guerrero, the Welcome Committee wouldn't let Austin in. Well, they did. Turns out the Welcome Committee was Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, which Austin just batters off.
Yeah, they come down and they don't help Eddie Guerrero much. Benoit gets in the ring. He takes his shirt off. He's going to help Austin.
He's the fourth man.
It's 3 against 2, and then it quickly becomes 4 against 1. Benoit attacks Austin from behind, and Benoit and Guerrero then beat up Austin.
But no, I didn't really like about this. It's almost like, well, Guerrero, who gives a fuck if you lost your IC title? Because the Welcome Committee's battering Austin. It's like, really? He's just lost the IC title? But apart from that, this Raw was pretty great.
Yeah, one of the best Raws. Maybe the best Raw since the brand split.
Yeah, I mean, apart from Big Show and that wee questionable thing at the end, I think there's not much wrong with it.
I'm going to give this an 8.
I'll give it an 8 as well.
I like this.
I like that.
So there you go, guys. An 8 out of 10 here.
Until fucking next time.
Until the top 5 moments.
Peace. And Nash is looking at the sky.